we got a lot going on right here. This is the new Canon R6 V. We got the kit. We got the new 20 to 50 f4 RF lens that comes with this, that was made alongside for this camera. We have a memory card. We have the Edelkrone FlexTilt Prime. This is really cool if you don't know what it is. We got an ND filter, and we have a card reader. So what we're gonna do is we are going to unbox the Canon R6 V. Currently I'm on my iPhone 17 Pro using the back camera. We're gonna unbox this using that camera, and then we're gonna flip to this camera to film the rest of the video unboxing the rest of this, so we can really see the difference between the iPhone camera and this. I've been wanting to upgrade for a while. I've been shooting on an iPhone camera for the last 4 years, basically, since I've been doing content creation. So I'm really excited to get an actual DSLR with a full 1-inch sensor and brand new, out of the box. Just came out last Thursday. Took about 5 days to get to me. Super excited. It's so funny. And then today on TikTok, I see a video and some girl's like, can we bring back low effort content? Like, let's just not put any work into our content. And I'm like, I just spent a lot of money on this camera. Can we just do a little bit of high effort content for a little while longer, please? Please. But no, it's all good. I totally understand where she's coming from. I really don't like editing either. And sometimes low effort content actually does way better than high effort content. You just never really know what's going to go out. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to unbox this together. I'm very excited. Canon EOS R6 V, brand new release from Canon. Let's check out what's in the box. Of course, we got our instruction manual, and this sucker is thick. That's what she said. Okay. All right, this is obviously the battery. I probably should have ordered a second battery, and I will do that eventually. But yeah, this is the battery. All right, I don't know what this is actually. I thought this was gonna be the lens, but this is, okay, this is a hood, it looks like. A hood for the lens. Oh my God, this is the ring for the lens. Let's not break things. Let's not break things. All right, opening the box further, we have a strap. We're not even gonna use this. We're gonna get a different strap and replace. We might not go any strap at all. We're gonna replace with a much more nicer strap. So it's gonna be a run and gun. It's got, I think, 7 stops of stabilization, internal stabilization with the lens, if I recall correctly. So run and gun, great for vlogging and whatever else you're gonna wanna do, of course. Oh, it came with a battery charger, that's nice. I already have a Canon 6D that I used to shoot photography with. So I do have a charger already, but happy to have another one. I'm not sure if the battery I have for the 6D will work for the R6 V. I guess we'll find that out later. Here it is, the body of the camera. Let's see. Oh! All right. This is, yeah, not bad at all. This doesn't feel much heavier. It's a little heavier than a phone, I'll be honest. But I can definitely hold this all day long. And we have our screen, and we can rotate the screen. And this is gonna be great for doing content. That way you can literally face it towards you and look at the screen, which is the biggest problem with the phone. Is I use the front camera a lot because you can't see the screen, and I hate, like right now even, I don't like not being able to see myself when I'm filming with the back camera. So we have the screen here, of course, that reverses out, and this camera has both a bottom and a vertical tripod mount. So you can literally just do vertical shooting on a tripod mount, which is super cool to me because I do a lot of shorts, a lot of vertical shooting, so I'm very excited about that. All right. And we have the lens. I think that's the last thing in here. Pretty sure this is it. All right, camera up front and the lens. There she is, the new Canon 2050 f4 PV lens, and this has an internal zoom. So if you want to use this on a gimbal, it's really nice because the weight stays the same no matter if you're zooming in or out. And also this zoom, from my understanding, can be controlled with this right here because it's basically made for this camera. So let's go ahead and hook it up and see what it's gonna look like together and how heavy it's gonna be. See if I could do this without messing anything up. All right, perfect, perfect. Put this right here and then lock it into place. Psych, we did not do that right. Lock it into place. There we go. And that is it. Definitely heavier than the phone. But I feel like I can hold this without any problem all day. I feel like this weighs, I don't know. I want to say, I'm not really good with weights. I would say like, if just, off the top of my head, I would say like 2 pounds. I could totally be wrong, of course. Let's put the hood on here. I don't know what I did with the hood. The hood is in the bag. Here's the hood. Like that. All right, perfect. So we are going to switch from the phone. We're going to switch to this Canon R6 V so you can really see the difference. Is the phone or is this better? This should be way better. I'll even try turning off some of the lights in here to see how the nighttime shooting is, or less light than we have now shooting. But yeah, this is it. I am super excited. So we will switch cameras. We will unbox the rest of this together with this camera. Who's excited? I'm excited. Let's go. We are back. We are on the Canon R6 V. It's been a couple days because I had to actually learn how to use this. We're on C-Log 3. We're on full open gate. Pretty much maxed out everything settings. It took me a good few hours of, like, more than that really, of testing out different settings, asking AI for help, taking out some videos, etc., etc. I'm not gonna go into bore you of all, but anyway, it's been a couple days since I made the first part of that video. We're now on it. We have the mic hooked up to it, everything. So we're gonna unbox the rest of this. You guys can tell me if you can see a big difference between this and the camera. I did film another video on it, and the detail is pretty crazy. So what do we have here? We have our memory card, which is actually in the camera right now because how could I be recording if not? We did go with the 1 terabyte PERGEAR. 1 terabyte PERGEAR. Now, one thing I'll say right now is I have this set to face focus. So when I bring something in, it's not really locking in that much as I would like. I'm gonna have to work on that. You guess if you get really close, it'll lock in. Anyways, so yeah, I got this 1 terabyte. I did look at other brands, but this one was a little more cost effective, but it is still 3500 and 35 by 3400. And since we have a very fast card, we needed a very fast card reader. So we got the SABRENT USB 4 CFexpress Type B card reader with up to like 3000 speeds or whatever. So you're not taking an hour to transfer 1 terabyte. It only takes, minutes. And spoiler alert, I did open this before already as well. Reboxed it up just for this purpose. So comes with a cable, of course. And then this is what it looks like. Ta-da! So it has a place for the card, has a place to plug it in, and of course it plugs into your computer. So pretty basic, but works really well, very fast. I did test this out as well. We have our ND Vario filter, 1 to 5 stops. I have not opened this yet, so we're gonna open this up together. We'll put this over here for now. All right, so for outside daylight shooting, and right now we are at f4, 30 FPS, and 1/60 is the shutter speed. And ISO, I have it set to auto, but only goes up to 6400 because I don't really feel messing with the ISO yet that much. My first time shooting, I put it at like 800 and it was way too low. So we'll have to work on that. So for now, we have it on auto. But this is the ND filter I got by NiSi. It's supposed to like really hold the colors really well. And there's more tape on this, so let's get that off. But I did do some research, and this is supposed to be a really good brand that holds colors really well in the sun, and you don't get like any kind of vignette or anything like that when you're filming outdoors. And I can't get the tape off. I cannot get the tape off. Bear with me, we're almost done. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm lying. Okay, I can feel it really. Ta-da. Oh, this looks nice. This looks very nice. So obviously it has a seal on it right now. Let's see, we're just gonna take it off. How do we take it off? I'm not really sure. It's twisting, but it's not coming out of the thing. This is definitely not supposed to stay on here. Huh. Do you have to maybe put it on the camera before the lid will come off? That doesn't really make any sense. Oh, it has like a little screw here. Maybe you have to unscrew the screw? Maybe I should look into this more. But yeah, looks really nice. I'm not really sure. What is even the point of this screw thing? Maybe I should research more before I look like an idiot. What if I can't even get the screw back in there? Could be a problem. I have no idea. I think I screwed in the wrong place, actually. I was. Okay, so yeah, I have no idea how to get the lid off of this. We'll figure that out. For now, let's just go ahead and put that back in like that. And lastly, I'm actually pretty excited about this. It comes with a little carrying case too, which is nice. And I did use this a little bit. It is pretty cool. I was concerned because I have 2 cats, and so it is pretty steady, but I don't really trust my animals around it. So this is the FlexTilt Prime by Edelkrone. I'm gonna do its own separate video on it with the camera on it. I have to film my phone, but I wanna show it off. So basically it opens like this, right? And you connect your camera, of course, here on top, and you have your base here. And apparently this can attach to like other tripods or whatever. But you can like, the really cool thing is you can flip this away around so many ways. You can literally have the camera pointing straight up. It's all about balance. You can have the camera pointing straight up. You can have the camera pointing down. You can have it pointing backwards. You just gotta have this perfectly balanced. There's no knobs or anything like that. It's a very tight, so it's a nice little tripod for basically if you're just doing like a shoot at a table or something like that, or you need something that's like at your level where you have something to set it on. I saw this and I was like, oh, it looks so good, I gotta get it. And I really do like it a lot. And I will do its own separate video on it. The purpose of this video was basically for the unboxing of the R6 V and to check out the difference between the iPhone 17 Pro and the R6 V quality. I think we did that. So I'll post this, you guys let me know what you think. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos, probably comparisons to the phone and other stuff like that. So hit that like and subscribe, hit the follow. That's it. Peace.